Tapped in. Keep the credit, I'ma get it on the back end. Kick rocks, cutting corners, trying to cash in. We still outside, high as gas is. Watch them force you to EV.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, it is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click on that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, we're going to talk about quarterback Hendon Hooker of the Detroit Lions. I think it's time to talk about him. Let's get into it. All right, guys. I've seen a lot of videos and I've seen a lot of scenarios about Hendon Hooker. I've seen videos that say should the Lions trade Hendon Hooker. I've seen videos that guys are saying that Hendon Hooker is not performing well in the OTAs, mini camp, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, Hendon Hooker is still a rookie. He's never played. He's never played in the NFL yet. He's not even never taken a snap in preseason yet. So some fans just need to relax on Hendon Hooker and give this kid an opportunity to grow. Hendon Hooker just needs some room to grow. That's it. He just needs an opportunity, some room to grow. Yes, we know he's not going to be the starting quarterback. Only how Hendon Hooker is going to get on the field is if Jared Goff gets hurt. If Jared Goff doesn't get hurt, you will not see Hendon Hooker. You know, I mean, that's just flat out. They paid Jared Goff. They gave him the money. He has the bag now. So the only time we will see Hendon Hooker is probably in preseason. You'll see him getting a lot of more reps, which you need a heavy dose of Hendon Hooker. I wouldn't even let Jared Goff play in the preseason at all. I would just let Hendon Hooker and whoever else is the third quarterback go out there and do their thing. Because you only play, 3 games? They chopped it down to 3 games, and eventually they're trying to chop it down to 2 games because they're trying to make the season longer. I think they're trying to add 1 more week to the NFL season. But some fans just need to relax. He doesn't need to be traded. There's a lot of speculation on him, being traded and stuff like that, and that he's not performing well in the OTAs and minicamp. Hendon Hooker is going to be fine, guys. He just needs some room to grow. Hendon Hooker just needs some room to grow. People got to allow this kid to grow. He's coming back from an injury. He did not play last year. Even though he was added to the roster, he still did not play. He's still a rookie. Hendon Hooker is still a rookie. He's never played in the NFL yet. Give this kid an opportunity, man. Don't give up on this kid. Don't give up on him because you guys don't know what type of quarterback he's going to be. He hasn't even got the opportunity. So give him a fair opportunity to earn that backup role behind Jared Goff. I think that, the Detroit Lions have to develop him. You can't keep running away from developing a quarterback. Every time it doesn't go your way, or you figure like, he's taking too long to progress, or whatever it may be. This is a guy that that has the skill set to be a good quarterback. He has all the intangibles, what you're looking for, but he just needs room to grow. That's it. That's the only thing that I see. He needs the reps and he needs room to grow. He's going to have some bumps and bruises along the way. That's part of being a quarterback. That's part of, being a rookie. Hendon Hooker is still a rookie. Even though he's in his second season in the NFL, technically, he's still a rookie. He's never played in the NFL. He's coming back off from an injury. He's getting better. It was a severe knee injury. The Lions drafted him anyway. If Hendon Hooker would have never got hurt, he probably would have ended up winning the Heisman last year. And he also would have been a first-round pick. There's no doubt in my mind that Hendon Hooker would have been a first-round quarterback. But because of the injury, a lot of teams didn't want to take the chance on him. And the Lions, they gave him an opportunity. So now that you gave this kid an opportunity, he just needs the room to grow. He doesn't need to be traded. I know people out there saying that, they may need to go out there and get another quarterback because he may not be ready. But at the same time, you got to understand this kid just needs an opportunity to grow. Develop him, man. Stop running away from the challenge, Detroit. Stop running away from challenges. We do it all the time. We run away from guys. We call them trash. Every person, if they don't do what we think they should be doing, he trash. No, everybody's not trash. Everybody's not trash, guys. Give this kid an opportunity to grow, to be that backup quarterback for this team. The Detroit Lions have been needing a backup quarterback for a while. Now, yeah, he's not probably going to play, but at the same time, let him get his reps. Let him take his bumps and his bruises. And of course, he's going to make mistakes even in preseason when he's playing. He's going to make mistakes. This guy is still a rookie. He's a rookie quarterback. He got the skill set that you want at the quarterback. He has the size. He has a cannon of an arm. He's a dual threat and a mobile quarterback. I think Hendon Hooker is going to be fine. So we can't jump the gun and just think that, we just got to do away with Hendon Hooker or trade him. No, you drafted him. Now you got to develop him. You drafted this kid. You believed in this kid, Detroit. You drafted this kid. And now you gotta let him take his bumps and his bruises. You gotta let him go through whatever type of torture he gotta go through, or whatever. If he gotta be thrown out to the wolves, whatever you gotta do, he has to go through this. You have to have a solid backup quarterback, man. And I think that this kid will be more than ready. Only thing Hendon Hooker needs is just reps to get better. Learn the offense, learn the playbook, and just continue to burn that midnight oil and get the reps. That's the only thing that Hendon Hooker needs. So, we as fans, man, we just got to relax, man. Hendon Hooker is going to be fine. He's going to be fine. I think Brad Holmes did a great job of drafting this kid. He was the quarterback that I said that the Detroit Lions needed to take, and they took him, and I couldn't believe it that they took him. I did a video on Hendon Hooker being developed by the Detroit Lions, and they ended up drafting this kid. So now you have to go out and you got to allow this guy to make his mistakes. You got to allow this guy to be developed. That's what develop means. Let this guy go through his bumps and his bruises. It's going to be painful sometimes, but then on the other side of pain is glory. On the other side of pain is glory. So he's going to go through his bumps and his bruises, his bruises, but you got to let him go through it so that he can be developed into the player that you know that he can be. He's not going to see the field no time soon unless Jared Goff gets hurt. But other than that, man, Hendon Hooker is a very, very good quarterback. I believe in this young man. And the Detroit Lions, you just got to stand behind him, let him be developed, let him be that quarterback that he needs to be, because he just needs room to grow. That's the only thing that he needs. Room to grow and an opportunity to get more reps, because he didn't get the reps last season. Remember, he did not get the reps last season. He was coming back from his injury, and he didn't get the reps like that. So now in the preseason, let him take over. Let him go out there and start the games. Let's see what you got in Hendon Hooker. Let's see how smart he is, what his football IQ is like, how accurate he can be with the football, because we know that he's very accurate throwing the football. We know what he can do with his legs, but at the same time, you don't want him out there running. Majority of the time, you just want to see how this kid looks at quarterback. So go ahead and develop this guy, and then I think that the Detroit Lions will be fine. Hendon Hooker, you don't need to trade him. You don't need to do anything but develop this guy. That's the only thing that Hendon Hooker needs. More reps, and he just needs to be developed, and he needs an opportunity to grow. Hendon Hooker just needs some room to grow. All right, guys, leave it in the comment section what you think about quarterback Hendon Hooker as the Detroit Lions continue to develop him to be their backup quarterback behind Jared Goff. I'm out of here until next time. Peace.
Tapped in, keep the credit, I'ma get it on the back end. Kick rocks, cutting corners, trying to cash in. We still outside, high as gas is. Watch them force you to EV. Tried to cut me out, but you need me. My value never shows up in the box score. A plus minus they never could have accounted for. No referee can save you, read your scout and report. And even then, you don't stand a chance. Circumstance, thank God.